Ladies and gentlemen, picture this: a somber, grand ceremony, the kind that marks the end of an era, honoring a man who once held the reins of the most powerful nation in the world. The funeral of Jimmy Carter, a titan in American politics, a Nobel laureate, a humanitarian, was not just a gathering of leaders, but a stage where history and irony collided in full display. And right there, amidst the solemnity, sat two former presidents whose relationship has been anything but cordial: Barack Obama and Donald Trump. Yes, you heard me right, Obama and Trump, side by side, a sight that you don't see every day, not without sparks flying. Now let's set the scene. The cameras zoom in. Before the ceremony began, they caught a moment that sent ripples across the media. Barack Obama, the ever-cool and composed former president, leaning slightly towards Donald Trump, exchanging words, and then, wait for it, laughing. Yes, Obama was laughing, and not just any laugh, but one of those genuine, hearty chuckles. Imagine that for a second. Two men who have been on opposite ends of almost every imaginable spectrum, ideology, rhetoric, even Twitter feuds, sharing a laugh. It's the kind of moment you'd think would melt the internet. But wait, the plot thickens. Kamala Harris, sitting just a row ahead, throws a glance over her shoulder, and it wasn't just any glance. Oh no, this was the look, the kind of stare that could cut glass. Call it a vice presidential glare, if you will. Was it disapproval? Surprise? Who knows? But whatever it was, the cameras caught it, and the internet had a field day. And yet, beyond this unexpected camaraderie and those piercing glances, the funeral itself held its share of political drama. Donald Trump, arriving first with Melania, broke the ice, somewhat, by shaking hands with his former vice president, Mike Pence. Now, for those of you keeping score at home, this handshake was nothing short of headline material. Their relationship had turned ice cold since leaving the White House in 2021. But, as the saying goes, politics makes for strange bedfellows. And then there was Trump and Obama, two men who have sparred verbally and ideologically for years. Trump, the very man who once questioned Obama's birthplace, sat mere inches away from the man he had targeted so often. Meanwhile, Obama, who had lambasted Trump as a threat to democracy, seemed to rise above it all, laughing and engaging. A moment of human connection? A political calculation? Or simply the awkward hilarity of life? You decide. Oh, and let's not forget the other attendees. George W. Bush and Bill Clinton, accompanied by their wives, added another layer of gravitas to this already monumental event. But the absence of Michelle Obama spoke volumes too. Was it a logistical choice or a deliberate avoidance of the spectacle? We can only speculate. Folks, this wasn't just a funeral. It was a tableau of American politics, a vivid snapshot of how power, legacy, and even rivalry play out in real time. It was a reminder that, even in moments of mourning, personalities clash, alliances shift, and history keeps turning its wheels. The funeral of Jimmy Carter may have marked the end of his extraordinary life, but it also gave us a glimpse into the ever-evolving narrative of American leadership. So, what do we take away from this? That sometimes, even in the most solemn of settings, life finds a way to surprise us. That perhaps, just perhaps, laughter can bridge the widest of divides. Or maybe it's just that politics, like life itself, is unpredictable, unfiltered, and undeniably fascinating. Stay tuned, America, because the show never really ends.